on the road, kind of on schedule, off schedule. But Kobe. So it was a rumor going out there that Kobe Bryant's wife was pregnant, right? And she basically said no. Now a lot of TikTok is the ground for people to have an opinion about what people should be doing, men and women. And some of the guys were saying, well, she ain't supposed to move on. She ain't supposed to move on and have fun. Now she denied it. She said it's not true. We know women be lying. She could have aborted mission, or she could be pregnant. Women lie, but I'm gonna take her at her word. To me, I'm not tripping on it. She supposed to sit there, and be sexless, and then in the way women might think, right? She got the music entertainment NBA playlist, the real one-on-one playlist. The way women think, she's still gonna have a grudge against him in his grave for cheating on her. We talked about on the Free Game 89 channel. Check it out. The link's in the description inside the link tree too. Check out our Detroit channel as well too. All that's in the description. Or hit the link tree. You can find anywhere I'm producing content at, right? And it get to the point where DMX wife she mad because she divorced him and she didn't get a piece of his fortune, so she went speaking bad about him. And we talked about that a few weeks ago. Really, a lot of women, dog, once you hurt them and once somebody else hurt them, they not salvageable. They don't forgive like men, like men forgive. And a lot of them believe in Christianity and this religion against, forgiveness. A lot of them don't forgive. They never get over it. Even if they forgive you and you get a big ring, or, they ain't to the point where they fed up, they hold that against you. I talked about that, how women keep score on Free Game 89. I'm telling y'all, I drop a lot of knowledge on that channel just from my experience of how they keep score. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do good is on a rolling point system. Everything you do bad, it never come off the record. That's how they is. Everything you do bad, they tally up against you and they hold against you. That's why we see a lot of these dudes say, yeah, I couldn't work no more and I needed my wife to take care of me. She divorced and left me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that they never loved you. That's a huge part of it. But also they resented you. You might go buy yourself a boat and you done bought her 1,000 things. They resent you for that. So once you kind of understand how the average woman think, that's why I see a lot of guys saying marriage don't make any sense, right? But she still could be holding that against them. Of course she gonna fuck somebody else. You gotta understand, what, she in her 40s? Let me tell you about women when they get to their 40, their sexual drive go up. They drive go up. Why you think they searching for cougars and these cougars searching for these young guys? They sexual drive go up because it's about to be over with for them. Or in some cases, it's already over with for them, sexually. So you have to understand that part of the game. So her sexual drive is just shooting through the roof right now. And I talked about, and I did a community post on Free Game 89 on the tab where it said that female foxes, if they lose their partner, their male partner, they move on immediately and find a new male partner. But with the male foxes lose their female partner, they never move on. You know what I'm saying? They never move on. They just stay a widow. They never rebuild, never have any more offspring. Female nature is female nature. A lot of y'all trying to fight it or trying to debate with women. I always tell y'all, if you go overseas, it's the same game. You know what I'm saying? You just get more privileges and more benefits because you exotic. It's the same game. So, of course, they gonna move on. She supposed to. You know what I'm saying? She supposed to. Just as he would have just got another woman. And a lot of times when this happens, a lot of your homies or people that you was close with try to push up on you. So imagine your wife died. For all the men saying this, right? Your wife died. You ain't supposed to smash no other booty. You ain't supposed to hit nothing from the Bizak. You ain't supposed to hit mission. You ain't supposed to get no dome from no other woman. You just supposed to say sexless. No. If she moved, at that age to get her pregnant is wild. Well, she got to be in her 40s, maybe 50s. She looks good. You know, so at that point, to kick it, I get it. To have a baby, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I don't think she should. After being with Kobe, and then you go start another family, and you got all these, kids. But I get it. If that's what she want to do. What can she do? She supposed to just stay there, not have another relationship, never trust nobody, never be with nobody again. You only get one life. And most men would want that woman to move on, right? You know what's so funny? I remember when this dude from DC was hot. His name was Ears the Christ on the internet, right? He was a gangster in DC. And he kind of talked about Alpo when Alpo went down to DC. If y'all watch Paid in Full, that was Rico. Kind of remember at the end, he said, I ain't snitching on nobody from New York, but I tell some people in DC. So he was telling the story. I think his man's was like messing with Alpo's right hand man, and one of his man's little big head Gary or something, like his name was like that, little big head Gary or something. And Gary told his man, stop messing with his woman. He said, I would like her to be with a nigga like you if I die or I go to jail. But right now, no, you can't have her. And I think his mans end up sending old buddy to the upper room for messing with his girl. Ironically, this is all allegedly. Ironically, Alpo sent his mans to the upper room. He snuck his man's little big head Gary. He snuck his man. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. Men understand, like, all right, if I ain't here, be with dog. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you got to step to a woman and tell her to stop messing with a particular dude, bro, stop dealing with her. Real talk. And she had his kid, though, by the way, I believe. They had kids, so I understand that, but you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, but yeah, I don't have an issue with her moving on. Even if she got pregnant, that's her life. Live your life. I ain't looking at her no different. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean? Shit, maybe that's how she coping. I ain't never lost nobody that close to me. For real, like that. Like, who writes the rule book on shit like that? Have you, all the people speaking on it, especially the people that's against it, or especially the men, have you been through it? So you just supposed to just masturbate the rest of your life, bro? I don't know the time frame when to move on. I feel like, if you got somebody, when she died, you got a new woman like that, it's crazy. I think the only time this really turned crazy, and if she dealing with a dude that was cool with Kobe. And we heard women speak about that on the internet all the time. Their homie died, their man died, their homie tried to push. I just ain't cold-hearted like that. Once, that's who you claiming, like, I don't want to mess with anybody I'm close with claiming. Like, why would I? My brain don't work that way. That's your girl, shit, you got her. My brain worked in a point where it was a chick. We all went to high school. I was cool with our brothers and shit. And I told the story before. So we pop up at my man's house, right? Like, we all went to school together. This girl never showed me no interest, right? We pop up at my, this is like years after high school. We pop up at my man's house. She all in my face and shit, like, what's up, and I'm like, I really don't play that game, because she messed with one of my team, my hoop teammates, and she messed with one of the dudes, kind of like we was in the crew, we all hoop together and shit. We used to hoop, do that, and I knew the type of niggas she fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and them, like, well, at least one of them, no, no, like, it's just, no. And she, like, it was just like, no, like, you mess with them, I can't even mess with you. That's how my mind works. Like, a lot of people want to go find things that everybody else had. I don't want to experience what you experienced, bro. Like, no, I'd rather just, find something that nobody else experienced. But I ain't really, I don't feel a certain type of way. I'm not going to say, oh, she's a whore. She's just like, bro, like, I've never been through that. So however she deal to cope with it, if she has a baby with another, only time I'm looking at it funny, if it's one of the dudes that was cool with Kobe, his teammates, or a close confidant, a business partner, somebody that he was really affiliated with, then, I'm looking at her like she a shiesty. But, when she ain't supposed to move on, of course. She lost a child. She lost a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I'm telling y'all, when them women hit them 40s, man, I really start recognizing, like, man, like 35, when that become a geriatric pregnancy, dog, they just shoot through the roof. it shoots through the roof. Real talk. Talking about 3, 4, 5 times a night. You like, Jesus Christ. But that's all I pretty much had to say. I don't have an issue with it, bro. Like, what he supposed to do? I can't put myself in that position. Like, nigga, you hurt. Like, you got to be hurt. And how it happened was devastating. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, she got the right to move on. And what I like that she doing, she ain't speaking bad about the man. Like DMX wife, a lot of these women, they lose their husband, they be speaking bad about the nigga, man. Like, what she think about you? I'm gonna say this is a little last jump. When you ain't around, just in general, not dead or whatever, when you not around, what she think about you, right? What she think about you when you not around is how she really feel about you. I'll just say that. So check out the Real One on playlist, NBA playlist, music entertainment playlist. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Check out my Free Game 89 channel. Check out my Detroit Motor City Sports channel. It's in the description. Also hit that first link, the link tree. Take you everywhere. Peace.